Hey guys, so I thought today would be a good opportunity to give you guys a little update on the wedding planning process. So I haven't done an update for a little bit, I think. I think the last one that I showed you guys was the wood flower samples that I got from Sola Wood Flowers. So after that, the next thing that we did was we got proofs sent for save the dates, which we are probably just going to use save the dates as our invitations. Like, I know a lot of people tend to send out save the dates and then like a formal invitation. I'm pretty sure that we're just going to send out these save the dates as our formal invitation. Um, because they turned out really cute. I don't have it right here in front of me to show you guys, but they are like purple and a navy blue, or not purple. They are navy blue and um orange. Sorry. I don't know why I said purple, because probably because our wedding colors were supposed to be purple and orange, because purple is one of my favorite colors and orange is my fiance's favorite color. But um I'm pretty sure that we decided to change the colors to like a blue and orange because that is the color that we were able to find that matched on these invitations. We could still do purple, but I feel like there's a lot more options as far as like navy blue goes when it comes to wedding dresses and things like that. We have not gotten that far into the planning process, but like I said, um, we have been working on the list of people that we want to invite. Our lists are a little bit different. So we're having the ceremony at a completely different location from where our reception is. It's in the same like vicinity, but the ceremony, we want to do something that is smaller and more private and just like a more intimate type of setting for the people that we are closest with. And so that is the plan as far as that goes. But from there, our reception is going to be open to having more people there. So we've been kind of working together to come up with a list of who we want to invite and who my fiance's mom thinks we should invite. Like I said, obviously, for the ceremony itself, we're doing something traditional and indigenous. We have a traditional indigenous person who is going to go through a traditional ceremony with us, and I'm super thankful about that. It's someone who kind of works with my fiance's mom, and so she was able to reach out to him and kind of get him squared away, so he is completely fine with doing the ceremony for us. We're just not sure exactly the price because indigenous people kind of do things a little bit differently. Yes, they do accept money, but they also accept things like tobacco and things like that as payment, depending on what they're doing. So we have been waiting to kind of hear back from him on what he expects as far as payment goes, if he wants tobacco and some money, or how he wants to do things. So we do have the officiant. Um, we do have the venue reserved already for that day for our reception. We don't have like a specific number of people for the reception, but my fiance's mom kind of came up with a list of the people that she thinks should be invited to the reception. And my fiance and I had already come up with a list of people that we wanted to invite. It has kind of changed a little bit just because of some other things going on, and I'm sure that it could still change. So, none of this is set in stone, but our next step would be to figure out who we need to send these invitations or save the dates to. So that is kind of what we're waiting on. The place that we went through to do the invitations slash save the dates is Zola. So my fiance's sister-in-law actually had recommended that I download these two apps. One is the Knot and one is Zola. And she said she used those when they were planning their wedding. And so I had kind of looked into some of the different tools on there. And you can actually like design your whole invitations, save the dates, thank you cards, things like that. Like there's so much that you can do on these apps, and it's super helpful. They also give you like an area where you can keep track of what you've done, like the steps that you've taken, the things that you've already planned, and what you still need to do. You can also create like a guest list. One of the reasons why I think we should go with Zola as far as like the save the dates and the invitations is that the price of mailing out these invitations, like Zola can mail them out for you, and the envelope will have like your name and your partner's name and the address that you choose to put on there. So, like, you can choose to send these out, have Zola send them out for you in the mail, and it will look professional. So, like, when you get the proofs, they send you like a sample version of the invitation or save the date that you would be sending out to the people you're inviting. And then they also send you the envelope that you can send out, and you can have it like you can have the address how it would be on a normal letter. You could have it on the back of the envelope. You can kind of move things around as you see fit. So I definitely think that that's a good option, because then we don't have to like hand deliver things, or we don't have to like mail each one out, buy a whole like ton of stamps. We will see if that's what we do, or if we choose to mail them out by like ourselves, just because it's going to depend on how many we need to get, how many we need to order. And if we're going to mail them out through Zola, we're going to have to like know everybody's address so that we can have them addressed by Zola. So that's also going to be another step that we might encounter a little bit of difficulties on, but that's kind of where things are. My fiance's mother also asked me the other day if I was okay with her and a couple of people from her family throwing me a like wedding shower. And I hadn't heard of like a wedding shower before. I'm pretty sure what she meant was like a bridal shower, which yes, I have heard of those before. But I hadn't even like thought of that. And I was like, well, what is a wedding shower? And she was like, well, it's when you get to meet the crazy people of the family before you have to meet the crazy people of the family. And I was like, okay, sure. Like, I'm completely fine with it. I'm super thankful that I am joining this family, because they have been so helpful throughout this whole process of all of my health problems and everything going on. And they've just been super helpful with so much, not just like little things, but big things, like getting this house ready for me to come back to, and all of that kind of stuff. So, anyways, that is my little update. Please let me know if you guys want more information on anything wedding related. If you guys have any questions or comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And also, if you have any ideas as far as like purple and white when it comes to wedding dresses, let me know that as well, because otherwise it's going to be navy blue and white for the wedding dress. And then the orange will be incorporated into the men's side of things. So, also, another question before I leave: do you think it would look better with orange and purple or orange and navy blue? Let me know.